You are now stepping to the ledge.
Now recording.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of The Ledge. I am your host, Ken Bro, and we back up in this mug again. And as usual, I am with the usual suspects. G. Wayne, what it is, man?
Kaiser Soze.
Two Country, what it do?
Kaiser Rose.
Ha, the local hero, speak to the people.
Hawaiian bread.
That's what we talking about, dinner rolls now, motherfuckers. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Niggas hungry or something? I need a turkey dinner. I know it's almost time for Thanksgiving, and Chief Lori say you can't, intermingle with people outside your household.
That's
What the fuck, man? Dude. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Kaiser Soze ain't no food.
I just went off
But
running.
that led into dinner rolls, man, for some reason. So
For some reason.
Ronnie put out the energy. I had to follow the vibe.
y'all niggas crazy, man. What are we for? What you say, Two Country?
G put that energy out there.
Sure I did.
That was
What?
that was a pick and roll. I did a roll joke again.
But
Pick and
what
roll.
the people can be happy with is this the most talented roster since Death Row. So you're welcome.
And G Wayne and Suge Knight.
Here we go.
I personally think I'm sure. Go ahead.
See, there we go.
Now stop trying to bail this nigga out. You know he should.
Son of a bitch!
But you dropped your turkey roll?
I just spilled my drink. Son of a bitch.
You just pissed on yourself. That's all it was.
No, that's a
PP
technical
in
foul.
the party.
Hey.
PP in the party.
No.
No. It was no potty nowhere around. It was no motherfucking potty. That was
What
his
type of
motherfucking draws.
He PP on himself feet. He PP in a selfie. He PP in a selfie.
What type of drink, Ronnie?
It was
Some red wine.
It was a mojito.
if that what you call that honey jack
Yeah.
mixed with
Tennessee
some
honey.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I had
With
that.
Dr. Pepper. Yo, mute this motherfucker, man.
Why
you
you
don't
put
find
Dr.
out.
Pepper in there?
I'm sorry, man.
First of all, drinking Tennessee honey.
Look here. Y'all, you look here. Would you
I don't
rather
think
him
so.
mix some Hennessy Jack with some Dr. Pepper or drink Hennessy?
Well, look, I'm a real different nigga, so y'all gonna have to deal with that shit.
I'd rather him drink some honey Jack with Dr. Pepper than drink Hennessy.
Just,
I'm sorry.
Man. All right.
I applaud the man for somewhat sidestepping his drink game.
Yeah,
I
man.
get you, man.
I'm trying to move away from
Let me
all
tell
the
you
random
technical.
shit I was
I
drinking
keep
on y'all.
telling you, if you go to Friday night drinks, you'll see good drinks to drink, you punk motherfucker.
That's true.
Man. Anyway,
I think
what we about to get into, man? What y'all want to talk about first?
Let me put the duffel bag down, man. There's a lot of shit to unpack.
You want to talk about all these random acts of shootings in the rapper community, or
Let's
the
get
election?
it's a lot of things we can get in. A lot of shit is segued. I mean, yeah, let's get into the violence. Let's get into the shits.
So, over this time span of a week or so, or a couple days, there's a number of different rappers. I feel white when I say rappers that got shot, especially in the Texas area.
Hey,
let's
refer to them as rap stars.
Rap stars. There we go. That sounds a little more black. Yes, I feel empowered now. Black rap stars. So yeah, some rap stars got shot in mostly the Texas area. Well, we had Benedict Butcher got shot in the leg. We had Boosie Badass shot in the leg. MO3 shot. Did he die? Yeah, he basically got murdered and all that different types of stuff like that. So let's start off with Mr. Local Hero shedding his thoughts on this whole situation.
All right, so before this, Wayne caught another case with the gun. he facing 10 years. And I was about to say, man, that's a dumbass decision. Man.
And some
After what's going on,
before you get into it, some BS YouTuber is saying that, you know, he's getting in trouble because he supported Trump. Yeah. Okay.
That's cute.
And exactly why I stopped listening to that jerk that what you call that insane policy, what you call him, them retarded. I think he obviously drunk the Kool-Aid. So yeah, as you were.
Whatever these Bernards talking about. At first I was gonna say Wayne was crazy. But now, man, look when these motherfuckers getting shot, yo, you need a gun. If you got over 500K, man, you should have a banger on you. I don't give a fuck if you got a felony or not, man. They should change the law, man. Because these motherfuckers out here ain't playing. The streets are getting the jump on motherfuckers, man. You got to be, first of all, man, and I know Benny Butcher wasn't even on no G shit, but you got to, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't on no G shit when he went down there.
The nigga was going shopping. He was going to Walmart. To get his shit. To get his shit. And to get some, probably needed some personal shit since he just got in town.
Motherfucker, the streets is getting the drop on motherfuckers. For real, man. Somebody out here, first of all, yo, all you motherfuckers, if you got that paper like that, stop going on Instagram, Snapchat, all that. Don't tell motherfuckers where you at till after you leave that motherfucker. Like, yo, I was just at the Walmart and blah, 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 man. That shit was popping like that. But stop letting motherfuckers know where you at. Sometimes you got to move silently, man. Because these motherfuckers out here on thirst mode, especially the young motherfuckers, man. Like, for real. I don't know why the fuck they shot Boosie. I don't know why the fuck they shot Benny. I don't know why the fuck they shot MO3. I don't know why they shoot. Like, why are they shooting motherfuckers? What happened to you just robbed motherfuckers?
Well, apparently that's what's supposed to have been happening with Benny, but them niggas was nervous.
Yeah, they said it took too long. But then they left. They didn't rob him. That's the thing. They shot him, but didn't rob him.
Because they were nervous about shooting. Then they had to run off. Dumbass motherfuckers. Man, look, a robbery could turn into a homicide real quick, man. So motherfuckers, you need to know, hey, if you ain't built like that, man, you got that, you shaky, don't pull the gun, man. You gonna fuck around and catch the motherfucking murder rap, man.
Is that what happened in like the Pop Smoke situation? I'm not for sure, but
no.
I know
Pop Smoke,
they broke into his house.
He was kind of set up.
Yeah, he went. No, he set himself. He was on Snapchat and they saw that address.
No, I'm talking about the initial actual robbery part.
Oh.
Yeah, he had posted some shit and his address was showing actually on multiple posts, but even more than that, in some of his posts, the address of the house when he was showing, like the address. He was standing in front of the house and the address was showing, and then he had something in his hand that the address was on as well.
Stop showing your shit. Okay. You gotta stop showing your shit. For real. Unless you just got that shit sitting on you, man, don't show your shit, man.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Before we blow up, baby, I'm moving somewhere in the motherfucking desert with no neighbors.
So you don't, so your neighbors don't get you on Instagram like Duke Teriyaki.
I ain't gonna run up if you wanna. That's all I'm saying.
But did y'all peep how Gucci Man left the Verzuz?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gucci Man had them motherfucking shooters with him. Gucci Man was nervous, man. We'll get to that later, though. That's later. That's another segue, though. That's later. But yeah, I saw him with the shooters out. He talked that shit.
Hey, after seeing that shit, I feel like it's appropriate to call that nigga King Gucci now.
That's a part of the culture. A part of the culture, goddammit.
Yeah, ain't part of the culture, man.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I just thought it was a bit much, man. Rolls Royces and all this shit. Like,
Jeezy, listen,
I'm not into Rolls Royces, so.
Jeezy have always been my favorite rapper since that nigga first dropped that So Icy joint. Jeezy I always followed him. But Gucci, he was hard not to follow.
I guess we going right now. Fuck that.
I just want to say that little piece. I just want to say that little piece because they did bring up the whole Von and MO3.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that though.
Pop Smoke, they did bring all that up though.
We're gonna jump into that. Yeah, that's some shit I want to say about that
right,
too.
Before we get sidetracked into a later topic, G Wayne, what you feel about like these all these shootings happening?
I mean, it's the gift and the curse, man. It's the gift and the curse. Like, it's social media, right? So now that it's one of the main things, the way where you get your followers, you know what I'm saying? Uh, you you almost force to advertise what you're doing on social media. You almost forced to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like for your fans, it's real personal. They know what you're doing in your life. They feel like, you know what I'm saying, they right there with you. But then you got the people that's taking advantage of that. All right, this nigga want to post shit. You catch his ass on one of these runs. Oh, this nigga over here, let's be over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a gift and a curse, and because this is the way that celebrities got moving around nowadays, and they followers is looking out for them, and I don't mean that like they looking out for them. I mean they're looking for them. So they out here and shit. Motherfuckers want to see where they at and shit like that, and they feel like they got to do this shit. As soon as they go silent, they start losing. You know what I'm saying? Losing their followers, and nowadays, if you losing followers, nigga, you losing money. So
I
it's the gift and the curse. Like this is fucked up. That motherfuckers. The fact that you have to say that a nigga need to be silent when he know he should be silent,
yeah.
that should say that he's in a situation where being silent ain't the best thing for him. Because we know most of these niggas would rather move in silence. But that social media, G, that shit is like that shit is everything right now. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is running with these rules right now. Like the shit a little gay, but I mean, yeah, fucked up, B.
Yeah.
To country, what you think about this situation with all these rappers getting shot?
I mean, just like G said, man, the internet is everything right now. They the code has went out the window now. You know, if you got a camera phone now and you posting up some shit happening like that, you looking for some type of wave. You looking for it. I mean, all the senseless killing though, man, it's getting out of pocket, like for real.
Oh, it's fast out of pocket.
It's like rappers not even getting to fucking fully embrace they first album. They not even getting their first album off the ground.
And that would seem to be like the curse right now. It seems like all these rappers right now they either finishing up, or they about to release, or they probably like a week into releasing the album and they getting murked.
You know what? That actually dates back. If you really think about it, when did 50 get shot in his career? When did he get shot? He was about to be dead before his real first album hit. He had dropped the mixtapes, got shot 9 times. You know what I'm saying?
This shit remind me. I gotta go back with what Joe Budden said. This shit remind me of the '90s, G. Shit getting crazy out here in these streets.
Now, after King Von was killed, MO3 he was murdered. I'm like, damn. I mean, it's to the point where it's 100% not safe to be a rapper now, because everybody's gonna try you, whether it's a fucking racist white dude or it's a fucking angry black dude.
Hey, Ronnie, I got a question, G. I hate, man. Look, man, you can edit this shit out. It's just my brain, my lizard. Did you intentionally do that? Just say that King Von was killed and MO3 was murdered? Was that intentional for you to use killed with King Von and murdered with MO3?
I wasn't really intentional. I think he was talking.
No, because no, he's absolutely right. MO3 was murdered and King Von wasn't murdered. He was killed. Yeah, I mean, he's absolutely right. I just want to know, did he know that was the correct distinction to use between both of their deaths?
You know, because we saw the nigga, we saw him get shot and then, later died. But, MO3, we didn't see it. We just heard he got murdered.
Yeah, that's because somebody actually was going to kill him.
Yeah.
Von, that incident happened. That's a homicide. That's not a murder. Yeah. That's something that happened because of something, but there wasn't the original intent.
And what MO3 said in one of his last interviews was, he felt like, I think he said they had a hit out on him.
Was this some gang shit or no?
I think so. somebody had a hit on that man. Because he been shot before. So I'm like, man, that's the least thing I want to see a little nigga in the hood talking about now is being a rapper. Because the first thing he want to do is learn about guns. All type of special clips. You know, it's dude's eyes that pop when a gun conversation come up. Like, your ass don't even know. You don't even know
used to be me though.
There's some cats out there, man. That's all they focus on.
I love guns. I got a few of them, but
Dude, I was in college passing out fucking FOID card applications to my classmates.
I would much rather knock a motherfucker out though than have to shoot you, but motherfuckers nowadays can't fight.
I mean, like, it's the same thing. Like, you know, if you is fascinated guns, you also have to be taught and also be aware of the dangers of having guns. And the fact that you need to, like, you know, really take into account, like, what shooting somebody means, you know, because, like if you don't get that part, then you think, you know, just shooting and killing a nigga is okay and it is what it is. And then later on, you find out, like, this is not cool.
Yeah. In high school, I was the guy that carried a gun every day. I used to point my gun at my friends. I ain't never think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all jokingly to me. You know what I'm saying? I got older.
I'm like, man, ain't going over G house.
And G was doing it with a 38, no safety.
No. Not in high school. That was after high school. The 38 with no safety. Damn, how you know? But yeah, no. This was like a 25. This was like a 25, a little bitty 25. I used to walk around with that I got from one of my boys and shit. He sold it to me, and that little shit, man. I always go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Because after high school, I went to the military, and you know they teach you on guns in a whole different matter, more than you ever know growing up in the hood. So it's like from what they teaching me to what I just stopped doing. You know what I'm saying? Or just came out of doing was opposite sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? As far as they teach you gun safety and all that type of shit. So after military, you know, I was a lot different with guns. Hell, I ain't want nobody to know that I had it on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want nobody to know. It's like it was just a different type of situation with guns. And when I went to college, don't get me wrong, the thing is I never stopped carrying guns. So when I went to college, if you knew me, then you needed to know that was around. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, no, you ain't need to know I had it. You ain't need to know at all. You don't know. Fuck that.
And just a little
don't touch that book bag. That's all you needed to know. Don't touch that fucking book bag.
If you're black, you definitely, and you have a gun, you should join the Huey P. Newton Gun Club. You definitely should. They got chapters everywhere. They show you gun safety, how to
take your ass to the fucking range.
You could apply for the fucking concealed carry, all that shit, man. So yeah, that's something you should do. It's like a black NRA, because you know the NRA don't fuck with you. That's why I never joined.
And they don't protect you neither. So
I used to be with the NRA.
I never joined that.
I got a story. I got a story back when I was in Mississippi. One of my cousins passed away. He had this little sketchy ass friend that tried to sell me a game. And I was like, dude, I don't want that shitty ass game. A game like 5 years old. But he tried his hardest to sell it to me for $20. So I instantly went into roast mode and I roasted the shit out of this little nigga. My mama got up to borrow my car the next morning and realized my windows burst. Some shit, I already know who the fuck it was. I would have broke my window if I got roasted. So I called my cousin and said, where the dude be at? Oh, he gonna be around here later. He right here now. So he kind of talked to him around to my house. So the first thing he did was he went the other way and told me, hey Ronnie, man, dude been toting the gun. He been toting the gun for the last couple of days. So dude came around with that game. I said, nah, man, I'm cool. But things would look different if my cousin wouldn't have gave me the heads up. Because I probably would have beat the dog shit out of that little boy who got shot that day. That was 2009. Yeah, about 2009, man.
It was that late?
That's gonna go into the what's called shit though. That's gonna go into how I feel about that was going to the King Von shit.
This dude knew I was. This dude, he told my cousin he knew I was looking for him. That's why I told that gun.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
So like these situations just mind-boggling. The way things happen, like this shooting shit is just really getting out of my fucking hand. Especially when you're on the heels of this whole Black Lives Matter move with these cops killing people, especially black young guys for little to nothing. And then
let's not connect these two because people like to do that.
I'm not connecting these two. I'm just saying.
Some people gonna look at it like, yeah, Black Lives Matter, but not to black. No, that's not what we're saying. It's not exactly.
What I'm saying is, I'm just stating that it's a lot of fucking shit going on right now. You got our fight with trying to get equal, fair treatment from the fucking police, which is supposed to be protecting the community and serving the community, but they servicing themselves. And now and then we got that type of shit, this type of shit going on where people is getting shot, rappers in particular. I don't know what is bringing this all about right about now, but I understand there's beef, there's people that are and all that, but my thing is, at the end of the day, with the whole Vaughn situation, man, if you getting your ass whooped and your guy feeling a certain kind of way, normally your guy jump in the fight and help you fight the nigga. Which
first instinct was to shoot.
Yeah,
hopped out the car and shot.
Before we get into that, I got a question for all three of y'all. Now,
what's that?
Based on that, because you said you don't know why. Now I got a question for y'all.
Oh, I know.
Do y'all think that maybe it's because motherfuckers been cooped up so long that COVID shit, motherfuckers didn't get to go outside in the summer and all that shit? Y'all think maybe it's like some cabin fever type thing?
I think it's playing a minor role. I think it's playing a minor role in recent activity, but this has been going on for a while.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dismiss it and say it's not. I just don't think it play a big part in it, because at the end of the day, when you think about like the whole situation and the past and shit that happened in the past, this was type of shit is what's gonna happen anyway. It's probably getting more attention because everybody cooped up in the house and everybody on the internet. And then you got internet fans that's egging shit on and making shit that's not, making shit is what it's not, So, after so long, when you have a fan base or whatever, and after so long hearing everybody like, oh, yo, you gonna let that nigga do that? You're gonna let that nigga do this. You're gonna do that. After a while, you gonna feed into that shit. At the beginning, you might just whatever. But then once you get to that 1,000th person, that 2,000th person, that 3,000th person saying this shit, then it's kind of like, man, fuck that nigga. I'm gonna go do that nigga in, And it's just like that. And then you have say you have a rapper, that's been doing it for a while or whatever, and it really ain't getting no notoriety. And then you have another rapper that just probably started doing this shit, and this nigga taking off. And then you reading all this shit like, oh, this nigga this nigga that, and you just sitting there like, nigga, I've been doing this for 5 years. This nigga just started doing this shit last year, and blah blah blah. So then we already as a community don't know how to congratulate and support each other. So the first thing that happens is, fuck that nigga. He ain't better than me. and feeling just and some feeling. I'm not gonna say that's always the case, but I'm saying that is, some of the shit that do happen within our community is that instead of up and up, bigging up, one another, congratulating one another for success, you looking at like that nigga ain't better than me. Why that couldn't be me? Blah blah blah, and then all that envy and all that other shit starts to build up. And then you got people inboxing you like, "Oh, you gonna let that nigga outshine you?" And shit like this start to happen. And instead of just congratulating, you trying to assassinate.
Yeah,
that shit is crazy.
The whole time you were saying that, I thought about the most humble dude in the fucking rap game right now.
Who, Ludacris?
Nah. Motherfucking Papoose. This motherfucker got to be the most humble nigga in the game.
Why you say that?
He let his wife step ahead of him. And this nigga was solidified way before her.
Who is his wife?
Remy Ma.
Well, he ain't got to do that, man. He already solidified. The streets know who the fuck he is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga ain't out here trying to shoot a nigga to be mainstream.
Yeah, she going mainstream. She mainstream. He like, yeah, she could do that. The streets know who I am.
Exactly.
That's the nigga motherfuckers need to be like taking notice of, especially these young niggas.
All right. Let's look at it like this. All right, so it was real G's in the game a long time ago. All right, we got Cool G rapping. You know what I'm saying? The KRS Ones, and that's we talking about the 80s and shit. KRS One, and he done spoke on how coming up and then getting into the rap game. He spoke on his changes and shit, and like how he's seen. You know what I'm saying? They had out with guns on their first album cover and shit. You know what I'm saying? And Shan, I think Shan got killed. All that shit happened, and he made changes and shit. 50 got shot up. You know what I'm saying? He got in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? He calmed down a lot. He made changes and shit. The difference is, we spoke on this before. Gang culture is different now. So now when you look at the gang culture, it's a little different to the extent where niggas don't have that respect for the elders and all that type of shit. And now you got the internet. The internet just told you that you don't have to get a record deal to be a rapper. You can just be a rapper, and then the internet will do the rest. So now you got that mentality. You don't respect elders. You're a hardcore game banger. You'll shoot any nigga on the street. Now you want to be a rapper. So now when you're a rapper, you're not talking about shit you used to do. You're talking about shit that you're doing. That's number one. And at that point, that nigga just got on too, because he don't like you on the street. So he say, well, fuck it. I'm a rap about this nigga, because this nigga talking about that shit. I'm gonna talk about that shit. And now you just created a street beef on wax, which is something that we didn't necessarily have to that extent before, because the people that had those beefs that was that big, they didn't have that outlet. They didn't have the internet or anything like that, so they never really get past local, and they might be killed, but you don't see it the way you see it now, because every time you look in the news, I'm telling you, if a motherfucker seen you freestyle on the internet and then you got killed, the news is going to say you were a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Everything. I see it so much. Fucking this guy rapper got killed. This guy rapper got killed. And when I look these motherfuckers up, they ain't got no official pages. They got a few songs, nothing special, but they're a rapper. No, motherfucker, they not a rapper. Stop calling everybody a rapper. Everybody that gets killed is not a rapper. They rap, but they're not rappers. Being a rapper is actually a profession. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas are not necessarily rappers.
They're not getting paid off the rap. They're getting paid off the street.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of this shit that these motherfuckers is putting on rappers is not necessarily on rappers. These are street niggas that may have did or maybe trying to become a rapper, and then some shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the dude? Damn, it was this little shorty. He was supposed to be a rapper, Huncho. He was a rapper, I think somewhere down south or some shit. This nigga is on Facebook Live doing a full shootout in front of his house, walking around with his gun and shit, walking outside shooting at niggas coming back in because they was trying to shoot up his house and shit. Then the nigga get found, in a dump pretty much about River. You know what I'm saying? About 2 months after that or some shit. But they said he was a rapper. And I remember originally looking him up. I couldn't find none, but he do got a few songs out there, but I would not classify him as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? The little shorty that did The Race. That song that he did, The Race, was that's like the only thing he got. That doesn't make him a rapper. That song popped after he got arrested. That does not make him a rapper. But that's how the news spit all this shit out there. So now you got gang culture, you got street culture that's in this upcoming rap business with an outlet to show everybody what they doing with the inclusion of gang banging on the internet. So you put all of this shit together, you got a bunch of niggas killing each other in the profession of being a rapper. Let the media tell it.
They need to look at what Suge did. Not the bullying motherfuckers, but if you look, you had Bloods and Crips on the same label, and all the motherfuckers was getting money together. That's what this shit about, is getting money.
Everybody ain't Suge, G, because that couldn't have been easy. That couldn't have been easy.
I got you there.
Are you saying it couldn't be easy, or are you saying it couldn't be easy?
Damn. No, I'm saying, damn, that is not what I'm saying, G. Damn. I'm saying, G, Suge being a Blood himself and running a label with a Blood mentality. That's argumentative, but Suge running his label from a Blood's Suge running his label from a Blood's mentality. With the red and all of that type of shit. Like Snoop even said, you know what I'm saying, when he first got there, he ain't see shit but Bloods. He was like the first Crip fucking even really to come on the label and shit. And Suge wasn't really that okay with that. You know what I'm saying? When Dre brought him in, Suge wasn't really okay with that. So it's like, it was one of them situations, G, whereas they dealt with being there, but I'm pretty sure all of them niggas wasn't just hanging around each other at the label like that.
That's not what I heard. What I heard from Mob James was, because, you know, he used to run Death Row Security before Reggie White and Bunchy took over his brother. He said that Suge had an eye for talent, and he said when he heard Snoop, and even Warren G said this, he said when he heard
I ain't talking about when he heard Snoop. I'm talking about when he seen Snoop.
We got to put him on. No, because what happened was Dre saw Snoop first, because
that's what I'm talking about.
His brother put him on. And then when they heard the song, he was like, yeah, we got to put this motherfucker on. He said his mentality was, he said it wasn't a lot of rapping Bloods back then, with the exception of DJ Quick. He said when Bloods on like that. So he said to get money, he knew they had to fuck with the Crips. And he said motherfuckers Bunchy used to smoke with them motherfuckers and everything.
See, fucking with the Crips, nigga, fucking with the rappers. See, that's the problem, the distinction right there. Like, not looking at them as an artist, but looking at them whether they're Blood or a Crip. That's part of the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that, like with the GDs and the BDs coming out of Chicago. Like, it's no reason for these niggas not to be able to get money on wax together. Straight up, can you imagine if all of these? I remember when Nuisance was talking about the Universal Circle. GDs, BDs, Blackstones, Four Corner Hustlers, Vice Lords, every motherfucking body coming together. You know what I'm saying? And being able to do business and being able to coexist with each other and shit. How long that shit lasts for? Like a fucking year.
Now here's the thing though. If you look, like, it lasted a while though. What happened is the young motherfuckers in street shit start getting in. Motherfuckers who ain't got nothing to do with it start getting in motherfuckers' ear like, oh man, you fucking with him, man. He with the other side. Woody, woo. All that shit, man. Look, when it's time to get money,
you don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You gotta come together at some point. You know, it make your life.
Chicago got
better.
Too much motherfucking talent not to be doing this together.
Like, you got too many. It's too many rappers in the Chicago scene that can really get on if they are able to like just get together and work together. Because
it would be much easier to get on if they wasn't dead.
Yeah, and then, you know, they can get money they can improve their family and community lives if they just learn, or I'm not gonna say learn, if they just can be able to work together like a community should, especially us as Black people. You know, if we can get together and we can work and sustain some kind of I guess I would say truce to get this money, man, our communities, your community, your set, everybody be set. No pun intended. But
the realest motherfuckers that I heard rap out of Chicago that ain't signed, my homeboy Big Baby, what up? Shout out to you. Shout out to the Ville. And your brother, homie, Marvelous, man, that motherfucker had skills.
Yeah, he still I think he still rap because I be seeing some of his raps on on his Facebook.
And when your brother was really on his shit, when he wasn't bullshitting, he could rap too. Like, I ain't gonna stop when he was on this shit. Like, he was really on this shit. I did a couple songs with him. He was dope.
The nigga I was fucking with,
just work.
That we found out was like real about what he was talking about. Was King's. He offered 79. I mean, shit. His videos, so he definitely was doing some shit. But he robbed motherfuckers. See that shit. You know what I'm saying? You talk, they see him again, and you know what I'm saying, and
yeah. Yeah, everybody's about their life. You cannot cross nobody. You can't speak ill of nobody from Chicago.
Huh?
It's just too real, man. Like, man, I feel for anybody that has the gall to say any crazy shit about anyone or any set in the city. So
I remember, and it's a story. I remember I was still in school. I was in Indiana, PA, and I had my chain and my watch on. So my man said, "Yo, that chain dope." He said, "Man, what happened if I snatch off your neck?" I said, "You see a security guard right there?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my man. You wouldn't make it out this club. You wouldn't make it out." Like Styles P said, "If a nigga steal my chain, I feel his pain, but I'm gonna peel the whole block till they squill his name." That's real. You're not gonna make it out this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, I had somebody snatch my chain once when I was in high school. But nah, that ain't happened again.
That's our mentality, though. Like, yeah, you can do it, but I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you back. Instead of saying, "Man, that's I can replace that shit, man." Okay, he got me. No, that's not our mentality. I'm gonna say, "Oh, well, okay, you can get it, but I'm gonna get you."
Shit, the second time a nigga tried to snatch my chain, we was on the bus. We was in public. I tried to pull that nigga fucking throat up out his neck. Shit. Motherfucker, he seen me again too. Shit. I pointed a gun at his bitch ass just to see what he'd do. Motherfucker.
Yeah,
speaking of that though, is that a transition to the King Von shit?
I mean, we might as well get into it, man. We might as well just go ahead and get into it. Go ahead, local hero, what you say?
I said guns in Chicago. That sounds like a motherfucking segue to me.
Might as well, man.
No, don't use me, nigga.
So what are we really gonna talk about? I mean, like, we pretty much
have you? Now we talked about the murder.
It wasn't that. It was actually the Quando Rondo shit, I believe.
Oh, so pretty much Quando Rondo. Oh yeah, it was him dropping the latest track that he just dropped.
His statements in it, man.
So yeah, I mean, all right. Everybody, I don't know this because the song is like I can't really listen to it like that. I tried twice, but I did hear the line where he say, pick your boy up, this, that, and the other. But I took it as that's what he was saying, like out there. That's what he was saying, like, yo, he shot, man. He shot. Pick your boy. He shot. That I took that like that, not like he was taunting him or nothing like that. I mean, I heard it, but that's how I took it.
I didn't take it like that. Well, I would have took it like that had he not said he had no business putting his hands on me and self-defense.
See, I couldn't understand all that because the nigga ain't kind of whack.
I actually read it. I read it and then I listened to it.
Okay.
And when he said, yeah, he should never put his hands on me, it's self-defense and all this other shit. Look, let me tell you something. I'm finna go on the ledge. You coming with me?
I go.
I'm finna go on the ledge. I don't know shit about these Atlanta motherfuckers. I don't know how they get out. All right? And it's not for every Atlanta motherfucker. So shout out to my ATLians. It's not for all y'all. But I'm going to say it like this. You said some shit out your mouth. You thought you wasn't going to see the man. Put on your 3D shades because boom, there go that man right there in your face. Mama, there go that man.
Face front.
He beat your monkey ass. You getting your bitch ass whooped. Now, your bitch ass boy can't fight either. So instead of his ass going out there trying to help you, his puss ass pull a gun because they think was, no, they pulled a gun first. No, they did. Vaughn didn't have the bang for him. He trying to say that they pulled it. He trying to say they pulled the bang.
First of all, Vaughn walked over there by himself.
Yeah. But he tried to say they pulled a banger, and that's why his boy pulled the banger. No, you was getting your bitch ass.
His boy hopped out the car with the banger. Pulled.
Yeah.
I can't prove that because you can't technically see that. But just the timing.
You can look how he was getting his ass whooped. He was getting his bitch ass whooped. And instead of his boy jumping in trying to do something, his boy can't fight, so he shoot a motherfucker. Let me tell you something.
He took that as an opportunity to kill Vaughn.
Yeah, to try to get his name up. All you young motherfuckers, and then you don't ruin your life because you never getting out. And ain't nobody going, I don't respect shit you got to say now. I don't respect any of this G shit you talking because when you had a time, when it was a moment to be on some G shit, you could have took that L and came back and say, man, yeah, we gonna throw some more hands. You could have shook your motherfucking hand like, yo, he got me. All right. But no, you was on some whole shit. You and your boy on some whole shit. And I hope motherfuckers hear this. You was on some whole shit. Instead of you being a fucking man and throwing hands, this is why I say this is the problem when you have club bitches raising motherfuckers. Because when the club bitch raise a motherfucker, they become club bitches. Because that was some bitch ass shit that both of them did. So you getting your ass whooping. Instead of taking that ass whooping, your man's got to come out with the banger to help you. And I imagine what was happening. Vaughn was putting the motherfucking fruit flux on his ass. He was like, oh shit, somebody help me. I could just hear him saying that shit. I could just imagine him saying that shit. Based on how he acted, I could imagine him saying, oh God, somebody help me. Somebody help me. And his boy's like, I got your back, Cheddar Bob ass motherfucker come out with the banger. Like, I already see how it go, man. I saw how the whole situation go. So you sit up here trying to make it look like you ain't no G, homie. Ain't no G in you.
But also, there is no G in you. It's the fact that within 5, I think it couldn't have been, I got to time it again, probably like 7 to 10 seconds, but it might have been less. So you telling me that in 10 seconds of a fight, that both people were still standing up. Nobody was on the ground. Both of them were still standing up. Within 10 seconds of a fight, with less than 10 seconds in a fight, you felt like you had to shoot him. You felt like you had to defend somebody with a gun. Less than 10 seconds of two people throwing blows. That's like you walking down the street and you bump into a nigga. So y'all motherfuckers throw a couple of punches, 1 punch, 2 punch, 3 punch, and then his boy come out of nowhere and pow. No, nigga, you killed Tim. That ain't had nothing to do with self-defense. That had nothing to do with self-defense. Exactly. You wanted to kill him. That became so in that situation now it could be murder. It could, if it's proven that he got out of that car with the intent to shoot.
Oh, he did. I don't know. It's obvious he did. What I saw. Allegedly. I'm saying allegedly. What I thought.
Okay, we could use that word.
He went out there because he didn't go out there to throw hands. He didn't go out there to break the shit up.
No, he come out there with gun raised already. Nigga, they fighting. How about this? Let them fight.
Especially if it's a one-on-one situation.
Whoever come out with the loss, come out with the loss.
Yeah, it's one-on-one.
Wasn't nobody else fighting. Now, I will say one thing that they may use. When you see the second video, you see the whole crowd of people run over there. That don't mean they was running over there to fight. They was running over there to see what the fuck was going on. If you notice in the time frame that they ran over there, nobody hit anybody. But that could have scared a nigga into shooting, which is probably what the defense they're trying to use. That the crowd ran over there and he thought that his life was in danger. But when you look at that video, that crowd is his own thing, and that fight was his own thing.
We looked up the motherfucking definition. He escalated the situation. That's why he's going to jail for whatever he's going to jail for. And let me tell T.I. something. Because at first I really didn't have no problem with T.I. said, but now that I'm listening to this whack-ass motherfucker rap, T.I., tell your homies in Atlanta to learn to motherfucking fight. Because at first I was like, man, I hope it ain't no Chicago, Atlanta shit. But after hearing that shit, tell your homies to learn how to motherfucking fight. Period. Because the only real motherfucker I see in Atlanta right now is 21 Savage. That's 100. The rest of these pussy ass motherfuckers, man, look. Man, look. This shit right here, man, look.
Back in the day,
Yo, man, if we sitting there and G get in a fight and the motherfucker, let's say, G, don't get your fictional G, because I know how you get. A motherfucker flooding G. Even if I got the bang on me, I'm jumping out stealing on homie, man. We finna go ahead
it's a fight, nigga. It's a fight.
I'm not finna sit here and pull out the bang gun if I don't have to. I'm still on a motherfucker. Now we all brawling. Everybody brawling. That's how
I
it's
wouldn't
supposed
even
to be.
want a motherfucker to hop out shooting for me like that if we ain't shooting. Nigga, if
That's
we
how it's
shooting, we
supposed to be.
shooting. But if we not, we not.
and you can tell because if it was a shooting thing, you know, Vaughn wouldn't have been over there by himself. He walked over by himself because it was a 1-on-1 straight up thing. Like I ain't see
Him
the
and
video, but I'm going off of what y'all say. You know that he walked up and it was a 1-on-1 fight. So yeah, Vaughn, the niggas that Vaughn came with fell back because it was gonna be a 1-on-1 affair, and homie jumped out like my man getting too flooded and just shot the nigga. Like that's what's crazy.
If you can't swim, you drown the drizzle. That's what was happening. He was
If you
drowning.
can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen.
And
but you know what? You ain't got to drown the pool to fucking save your boy. You can just hop in and pull him out.
Instead of putting a life
Don't be
vest
scared
out
of the
there,
water, nigga.
when you out there getting flooded, instead of throwing a life vest, this motherfucker threw a motherfucking lifeboat, and that's what happened.
Ha.
Now you still, everybody gonna look at you different now. If you're a real motherfucker, you gonna look at them different. Now, man, you was getting your ass beat, and you sat there had to pull a gun on motherfucker. You a bitch.
And now you're trying to justify it on top of that.
And then try to justify it. But then when them motherfuckers, then let's be 100 from what I heard and from what's looking around, them motherfuckers bought your seat at your concert. You talking all this G shit. Why ain't you perform? Because the last thing you want to see is when you look in that motherfucking crowd, you see a bunch of OTF motherfuckers. You don't want to see no O Block motherfuckers. That's the last thing you want to see. Because that'll be the last thing you fucking see. Like for real.
That's crazy.
Them motherfuckers get down. If you see a O Block, if it's beef and you see a O Block motherfucker and you by yourself, that's gonna be the last motherfucker you see. Let's keep it 100.
All right. Hey, Two Country, you got anything to add to this topic before we move on?
Trying to live life and be immortalized.
Okay, I guess profound words from Two Country James.
Yeah. Poetry. I don't know.
I ain't hear what the fuck he said.
So Two Country, can you repeat for the people in the back?
Trying to live life and stay immortalized.
You gonna get your face immortalized.
Okay, that got really provocative
Creepy.
there. So
No,
so what y'all think about these damn Republicans that won't accept the fact that Trump lost?
Ooh.
Petty ass.
Yeah, so-
I don't give a fuck what president it was. If you lose, you lose.
man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? My biggest thing with it is their reasoning. Most of the Republicans in the videos I'm watching is all basing this off the votes being counted after the election. It's just, but when we're talking about mail-in ballots, mail takes what,
3 days.
2 to 10 days, depending on what and where. And I'm just talking about that's in general. So that right there lets you know that you're going to be counting ballots. At least, like Nevada said up front before the election, they said we're going to need 7 to 10 days to count ballots. That's still coming in. So
and
they already knew all of this.
But
you know what I'm saying?
the problem was also is that they wouldn't let them like get a head start and count the ballots that they already had. They
Right.
made them wait until election day to count those ballots. My thing is, if you got ballots already, how about we count these probably a couple hours before the election start and not when the election start?
Well, no,
If your man
the whole
hadn't
day, actually. Whole day.
Yeah.
And if your man had removed them motherfucking mailboxes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe maybe one post office wouldn't be flooded with fucking votes. How about that?
And he moved all the mailboxes to what? Commit voter fraud. That sound like voter suppression. That sound like voter suppression to me. So all the Democrats gonna mail their shit in because they want to be safe. They not out here trying to be part of a super spreader event. But yet you remove boxes. You reduce drop off places to one place per county. Where some people, like if you lived in Texas, you got to drive 2 hours or however many hours to get to that location to drop off your goddamn ballot. Sound like it was fraud already being committed by the Republican Party in the beginning. That's why they started yelling that. That's why he started yelling that shit out before the election even started.
See, the thing is, the nigga, he was smart at being dumb. And I say that to say, you knew you were going to lose. You knew you had a chance of losing. And everything you did to set up the election was to be able to have an excuse if you lost. So you literally set it up to call voter fraud before it ever even existed. You was calling fraud even when you won the last election. You still was calling voter fraud. So now you ain't set it up. Look, we gonna have these people are gonna do mail-in ballots, and that shit gonna come in late, and we gonna try to cut off the motherfucking cap so they can't keep counting their votes.
And then
guess what, motherfucker? Somebody caught on to that shit.
Yeah, and on top of that, before the local heroes start talking, you notice how it's only voter fraud in the black areas where he lost, and not the white areas where he won.
The black areas. Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck, Democrat or Republican. I don't give a fuck who wins. But take the L. Well, if Biden would have lost when he was doing this shit, I still say take the L.
Having a fit.
When Hillary lost,
that right there.
When Hillary lost, the motherfucker was doing all the shit. I said take the L. When Al Gore lost, Bush, and he was trying to do all that court shit to keep Bush from winning, I was like, take the L. Like, just take the fucking loss.
And he was the one that shouldn't have to take the L. Hold up.
White people are not here.
Yeah.
The L is beneath them. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, because the L is beneath them because they so privileged and they used to getting anything and everything they wanted. And that's why they can't even fathom the thought of not getting their way, because that's the way this society is to set up for white people to succeed. And when they don't succeed, or even if one of us succeed in a better fashion that they succeeded without all the fucking head starts and stuff, they can't accept that shit. They're like, I was set up to win. I was supposed to win, but I lost. I can't sit back and take this shit.
And with that being said, let me just say this. Bottom line is, the only reason Trump was put in the office is because Hillary pissed some people off somewhere along the way where she wasn't supposed to. Because Hillary was supposed to be the golden girl to them. The next president has already been fucking decided upon. Unless he or she fucks up. So they already know who's going to be the next president. Trump was there to show motherfuckers the worst. Okay, y'all want to fuck with us? Okay, we ain't gonna give you Hillary. Yeah, take Trump. But with that being said, please do not confuse Trump and Biden. They're the same fucking people. Only difference is Trump is an outright racist and Biden is a closet racist.
But racist is racist.
All right,
exactly.
With that being said, do you think that giving his time, I guess, with Obama and the time that's been since he, passed that bill, do you think that he possibly could have changed, or he could possibly seen the error in his ways?
No.
I don't think
No.
I think Biden spending all that time with Obama, I think he feel like he got a little bit of black leverage.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Exactly, dude. He said it.
He never had, so he got that now.
When Trump, you know what pissed me off about him when he got up there and he said that famous line, "If you don't vote for me, you ain't black." Who the fuck are you? You hillbilly inbred motherfucker. Who the fuck are you to tell me who the fuck the First of all, I don't like neither one of you motherfuckers. Let's be 100. But when Trump fucked with black people, he fucked with black people on a private level. He wouldn't let us move in their buildings. When Biden fucked with black people, he fucked with black people like he don't want us in society. Like, we gonna lock you motherfuckers up forever for nonviolent offense.
No matter how you sugarcoat it or how you put a nice little cake icing on top of it, none of them niggas really even fuck with us, period. Whether you want to talk about public, you want to talk about privately, you want to talk about in society, none of them niggas fuck with us, period. So neither one of them is better. Neither one is better than the other.
So let me ask you this.
What I'm saying is,
so let me ask you this. Seeing how Obama is in dude corner, what do you think Obama gonna do? Is he gonna stand back? Is that these white guys do white shit? He gonna be but like he's supposed to be doing?
Why not? He let him do it when he was in office. Fuck you mean? He let him do white shit when he was in office.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to figure out like what line he's standing on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
he's supporting the Democratic Party. That's the line that he's standing on.
Yeah, whatever the Democratic Party wants, that's what they're gonna get. But at the end of the fucking day, I don't care who they want to fucking say is for black people. They are not. They can sit here and talk about, oh, Trump did this, Trump did that. And I say, where are your receipts? Biden is this, Biden is that. My thing is, where are your receipts? You going off of whatever you
person to run with him.
Yeah, well, you going off of whatever you heard on the television, and you are regurgitating this shit back on your platform, saying that, oh, Trump did this and that. Didn't you just quote this nigga word for word? Where your policy at that shows that he did that? Where is the motherfucking proof? How did your life get better under Trump?
Dr. Cornel West said the realest shit I've ever heard when Obama was in office. He said, y'all got this mistaken. Obama is not Moses. He's Pharaoh. And that was the realest shit ever. Now, what I will give Trump is this. And I will give him this and just this. Trump hasn't made any laws yet that fucked us over. He's trying to do the voter suppression now. But at the point when he was running, he didn't do any laws that fucked us over. We got to look at Biden been in fucking politics for 41 years. Like he's saying, well, Trump dragged down America. Trump has made relations.
But to discount your fact, if Trump been in office and in politics that as long as Biden, he would have done the same fucking
he would have, but this ain't my business.
So my thing is that is neither a discount or a plus to that nigga. That nigga would have done the same thing. And on top of that, he single-handedly allowed these fucking racist ass white people that live in your community that probably live next door to you feel it's okay to just come out and say whatever and do whatever you want to them. So I don't give that nigga credit for shit.
No, just on that. What I'm saying is this though. Because Joe Biden has said all this time, well, Trump is tore apart the people and racism. He was in office for 41 years. And he didn't do anything to help any person of color. So when he sit there and say, oh, well, Trump is racist, you're the same person. It's two sides to the same fucking coin. So when everybody's sitting here talking about Biden, motherfuckers didn't vote for Biden because they wanted Biden to win. They voted for Biden because they wanted Trump to lose. And that's dangerous. That is dangerous. When you vote for a motherfucker just so another motherfucker could lose, that is dangerous.
How is that dangerous? Please elaborate for me.
It's dangerous because you're not voting on policy. You're voting on emotion and dislike. It was
And
two
when
other
you
candidates. It was two other candidates in that race that actually had great platforms and great ideas that we didn't even pay attention to because we wanted Trump to lose so bad that we was like, okay, we just gonna ride with the devil. We gonna ride with the devil on the left.
But my thing is though, like how you know people didn't vote for them, and then also like how
The
people
poll.
supposed to know, you know, what these people for if they not out in the forefront. See, the problem
Aha.
is that you have motherfucking, you have to
We
raise
don't
money for this campaign. You have to you know, be able to get your name in. And that's the fucking problem with this whole fucking, you know, election process and this campaigning. Because if you don't have the money to get yourself out there into that forefront, then nobody gonna know you. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how much people say, research for yourself.
Yo, you
look
yelling.
this person up. That I don't even care. Ain't nobody gonna do the shit. Ain't nobody gonna do the shit.
You yelling.
Let me give a caveat.
Yeah, because I'm a little irritated right now.
Kara Mosley Braun in Illinois won the Senate seat out of nowhere. Nobody knew who she was. You know how she won? Because people did the research on her and found out, hey, we like what the fuck she's talking about. We can't keep going to the polls.
Bullshit.
Nah.
See, I'm not discounting what you're saying.
I disagree with you a little bit.
Everybody knew who Kara Mosley Braun was.
I don't think, because if people did their research, then she wouldn't won out of nowhere. My thing is, she did some shit.
This woman went to the moon. She went out of space when I was a kid. Like, they showed her at school and she talked to us. Motherfuckers my age know who she is, G.
But this is my point, though.
Motherfuckers know who Kara Mosley Braun is.
This is my point. We as people have to start doing research on motherfuckers to find out what the fuck they stand for before we just start voting motherfuckers in. And I've been saying this for the longest. You have to start locally.
And if
you got your senator, if you got your alderman and all that shit in place, the president doesn't matter. That's why the Chinese don't give a fuck. The Chinese people here don't give a fuck who the president is. The Koreans, the Russians, the Jews, they don't care. Because number one, their people is in the city council taking care of them. Number two, they are fucking around spending with each other. Number three, they also have a hand in electing who the fuck the police chief is. They also have a hand. They could talk to the mayor. Hey, this is what's happening in my neighborhood. We don't have that type of person where we can say, hey, this is how my neighborhood is going. Can you talk to somebody about that?
But my thing is, I go back to my point. Like, everything you just said is fucking true and it's fucking real as fuck. But at the same time, you gotta understand that people in general is not gonna do that. So so the person that is running for election has to find some kind of creative way to get their message out, whether it's knocking on every single door on a certain block. It's like, you know, going to the neighborhoods and talk to the people. And I'm not talking about just at election time. I'm talking about years before the election even come. You fucking immerse yourself into these communities to where these people know your name, to people know that you about them. Because at the end of the day, we can preach about researching this person, researching that person over there. How many fucking people is going to actually do it? And I'm not, and that don't even just go for our community. That go for communities all over. So these Democrats, these Republicans, they need to learn how to cultivate these relationships with this voter base well before election time. Like, if I swear to God, if a motherfucker knock on my goddamn door right now and introduce themselves and talk to me, I probably would fucking go vote for them. Period.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't even know Like they could talk to me. They could come in here and talk to me for probably about 5, 10, 15 minutes. I might go vote for them. Because you know why? They knocked on my motherfucking door and they talked to me and they made me feel like I fucking matter.
Then
we don't fucking matter until it's time for them to until it's time for them to vote.
I've been saying that, and I agree with everything. I agree with all that. And this is why we need to form our own fucking parties and put our own people in positions where they can win. When you think about it, a lot of these people win because if you look, the Republicans go and they have these fundraisers and they get money behind them. We vote and we just vote. We don't put money behind nobody. Even if you put $10, $15 behind a motherfucker you believe in, that $10 or $15, if you got, say you got 1,000 voters, that's enough to say, okay, I can send out these motherfucking mail inserts. I can mail shit to these people and tell them what I'm about. Oh, that's enough for me to do a commercial. I can do a short commercial and tell these people what I'm about. Oh, that's enough for me to book this hall. I can have a town hall meeting with these people. We gotta start putting our money up too, man.
Yeah,
that's
that, and then on top of that is that, you know, some of these people trying to deploy all these same tactics, you know, across the, you know, wherever they campaigning at, and all these tactics don't work for the same districts. You know, you gotta adapt to the fucking district that you are campaigning in, and commercials are okay, but commercials is not what it is. Ask G how many fucking commercials he's gonna sit down and watch. I don't give a fuck what the commercials about.
We're different. Yeah. We don't really watch TV, but the masses watch TV and they watch TV and they listen to the radio.
Yes, I mean, like, I'm like, yeah, that's right. Most of masses. But if you want to touch the people,
how does that work when places like Fox would have an angle? Will have an angle, so their commercials and the things that they're presenting is directed to get in your head to actually vote for a particular candidate. That's the problem with listening to the radio and just watching TV and all of that shit, because they might have their own angle and they might be benefiting from it.
But here's the thing, though. Them motherfuckers gonna go with money before they go with motherfucking politics. Fox is gonna do whatever the fuck they have to do to make money. So if you come to these motherfuckers say, I got 10,000 for a 30-second spot. You could put me on at fucking 9 in the morning. You could put me on at fucking 11 at night. You don't even have to put me on during the fucking the height of shit.
Yeah, and that's $10. That's your 10,000 for that 30-second spot. But how many spots do they have for the person that they're trying to promote?
No. The question is, how many of these unknown people that's not being backed by the Democratic Party and the Republican Party have that type of money to just throw around like that? That's why you need to figure other. Yeah, I mean, like, that is cool, but at the end of the day, you have to figure out other creative ways to get your message out to the voter base.
And don't do Facebook, y'all. Because Facebook floods you with so much shit. You just be like, or even YouTube. YouTube has the same thing when motherfuckers be on there like, oh, blah, 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 and I don't listen to that shit.
Yeah, I mean, like even if you was to like connect with a YouTube content creator, not make an ad, probably say like a Rolando Martin or somebody that just got a fewer base, and you can manage to get them to back you, and the people that watch they shows, and you can go on and get an interview with one of these people, because most people nowadays get all their entertainment from YouTube. If you can connect to a motherfucking YouTube content creator with a huge following, go on there and do an interview, whatever the case may be. You got people sitting there watching you and listening to you right now. Fuck this mainstream TV shit. Because mainstream TV is only gonna last for so much long. It's on the fucking respirator right now. That shit is on the life machine. It's getting expensive, and somebody's gonna soon unplug that shit.
And with that being said, if you got a product you want to plug, or if you got a situation that you want to talk about, you can always come to the ledge. Send an email to us, and we will definitely put you on. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, like, don't fucking talk to me 2 weeks before the election, nigga. Cultivate a fucking relationship with your community, you know, and all that type of shit. Fundraisers, fucking little events and shit like that, man. That's how you get fucking voters and get people to follow behind you, especially if you're not backed by if not backed by the two big parties.
I agree. I totally agree.
Connect with the goddamn people, man.
It's so many, and shout out to that young brother in Detroit young brother in Baltimore who became mayor. Shout out to that young city alderman in Detroit. He's 20 years old. They understand where their shit is going. They know. Look, if I get into YouTube and I start tapping into the people directly, I could win. People, you can't keep. Here's the thing, and I agree with you. If you're a politician, you're just starting up. You cannot run the way they run, and that's the old people way of running. Like, you got to pay attention. The baby boomers are on their way out. Right now, you have you got Generation X, you got the millennials, and Generation Z. And the only way you're going to talk to them is online. Because we don't look at TV no more. I mean, I look at the Young Turks. I don't really look at news no more unless it's us. To be honest with you. To be honest with you, if something flash across, I'll read up on it and then do some research on it. Other than that, if it ain't the Young Turks, and it's not even me blowing my horn, but if it ain't the Young Turks, or it ain't us, or it ain't somebody who I take as credible, or like Roland Martin or somebody like that.
Yeah, Roland Martin.
Yeah, I don't listen to these dudes, man. I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
because they're not saying shit I find interesting. Like, you can't sit here and I'm sitting here listening to Rush Limbaugh peel head ass. Oh, well, they did this. Yeah, shut the fuck up. You're a dope head.
Exactly.
I'm taking no motherfucking advice from a dope head.
I mean, fuck that nigga. Like, people gotta understand, your barbaric ways of getting your message out is not the same. This is a society of interactions. If you cannot interact with your base, you are not going to get your message out. We now like to interact. Like, if you watching a fucking show like Rolando Martin or whatever person on YouTube you like, you know why people enjoy that shit? Because they can interact. It's a live chat right there where you can chat with other people that's watching it. You can have debates while you listen to them talk. Or
leave comments
or if you even lucky, they could probably see your fucking message go through the live chat, and they can yell it out while they doing the show, and they can respond to it live. That is how you connect with people. This is a society of interaction. If you cannot interact with your fan base, you are losing.
And we do interact with our fans, so leave comments.
Yeah, we read all comments.
No, not stabbing them. That's not the interaction he's talking about.
No, we do, like, leave comments. And again, if you want to go ahead and plug something, go ahead and hit us up at the last 20.
But be careful, though. Be careful.
The last 773 at gmail.com. And if we like it, we definitely will plug it. Add money.
Or we'll just toss your ass off the ledge.
Oh, and our Cash App shit gonna be here. So if you want to support us, go ahead and do that, please. Please support us, please.
Hey, tell them the Cash App. What's that? Hey, yell out the Cash App, G.
Shameless promo. I don't know it. Shit. I gotta find it, dude.
We're gonna plug it at the bottom. It's gonna be plugged on here. It's okay. It's gonna flash across. You guys will get it. We're gonna add it at the edit.
Look, if y'all want to Cash App us, it's $sign the Ledge Media.
The Ledge Media.
Yeah, $sign.
So if y'all feel like y'all want to support us, go ahead and support us. And you get a big shout out on one of our shows. To Country James.
Yeah.
What up?
What up,
We're gonna eventually give away shit too, so y'all be ready for that shit for the giveaways.
Or you just get your ass tossed off the ledge.
We're not talking anybody off the ledge.
To Country James, man, what you got any input? Any takes on what this election proceeding is looking like right now?
Oh, with the election, man, I can give two damns and a stretch mark about any one of them motherfuckers.
What about a fuck?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll pass them all that shit.
So you give a fuck?
Wait for the next 4
years. You
years.
don't get two damns and a stretch mark, but you do give a fuck.
I don't get that either. I just said I don't get that either.
But okay. So how about this, Two Country? What would be a Two Country message to all these Trump supporters?
Y'all should have stayed quiet. Because now when y'all start to voice y'all opinions, you're going to get your throat punched.
Damn, that's a little violent.
Wow. We passing out throat punches
Yes,
at Two Country Spot.
on everything. Because we had a whole lot of closet races, but everybody in there opened them closet doors. They felt empowered by that little orange motherfucker.
Let me just tell you this, because I did hear the story about the homegirl Crystal did put us up on the story about these fucking Trump supporters harassing people at a Walmart up there in Minnesota. Let me just tell y'all this. If you see me out on the street, I don't have any Biden stickers and none of that. But if you see me on the street and you got a Trump fucking flag and you try to harass me, I will knock you the fuck out. So let's just get that out the way.
They think this the old type of black person where they just take it on the cheek and keep walking.
Take it in stride. Just take it in stride.
No, I'm not finna. Nah, they ain't finna do nothing to me without me doing something to them. Fuck that. I'm not that type of dude.
I think they know.
Time out. So you saying that if somebody do something to you, you think it's only right to retaliate regardless?
Yes, of course.
But when Jeezy didn't retaliate, y'all got on me saying, "Oh, he on some grown man shit." But right now, you're saying you totally agree with that type of action.
That was
okay. I just wanted to see the contradiction. That's all.
It didn't get physical. It didn't get physical.
Hold on, let me speak on that.
Right, it didn't get physical. That's my point.
So that's basically what he's saying.
These were words.
Can I speak on that?
This guy said something, and this guy didn't.
Can I speak on that? These were two black men of power who came from absolutely nothing.
Which is what we need in our community.
This is not a race war. We talking about a race thing with the whole Trump supporters and shit.
No. You said if somebody do something to you, my question was, is that your action? I didn't say anything about what the conversation was.
We talking about
racist action, and that's what you agree with. If somebody do something to you,
the whole conversation was about a racist ass Trump supporter.
But I asked
we
that
didn't
question.
Say that's within our community.
I asked a very specific question to him.
When you bringing up that, you talking about within our community. We don't need to fight within our community no more.
That wasn't a fight. That wasn't a fight. That wasn't a fight.
We need to fight to protect our community.
That wasn't a fight.
That was.
He said something, and he was going to say something back, and it was going to be over with.
No, it wasn't going to be over with. Now, you know damn well that wasn't going to be over with.
He had a song.
That wasn't going to be over with. So you can cut that shit. That shit was not going to be over with. Bullshit on your end.
Hold on.
All he had to do was play the fucking song. That was it.
It wasn't going to be over with.
How can you say it wasn't going to be over with?
How can you say it was going to be over with?
Because if we're just talking about music, did you hear what Jeezy said? Jeezy said he said it didn't bend him because he hadn't heard these songs before. Gucci had heard these songs before too.
It didn't offend him because, and then you also hear him say he's a different person than what he was at that time.
I hear you.
Exactly.
Let's close out this last segment. Hold on. Let's close out the last segment. Then we can get into this. All right.
Now
I think we kind of just got into that.
You gotta give us a second.
The thing
anyway,
is,
don't try to promote violence within our community.
That ain't promoting violence. That was promoting the song. That's a song. Nobody was throwing hands.
Those songs lead to violence.
Nobody was throwing hands.
Those songs lead to violence. And then nobody threw hands because Jeezy nipped that shit in the butt.
All he had to do was play a song. Wasn't nobody
All
gonna
he had to do was do exactly what the fuck he did.
Nah, he could have played the song.
Let me tell you what lines got to me in this whole thing. When Jeezy said, when Gucci was like, I got a $10,000 outfit on, look at my opponent. We should have a jewelry battle next time. And Jeezy said the realest shit ever. He said, I might not have a $10,000 outfit, but I own property and I own half of Atlanta.
Check all the real estate I got.
That's the difference. Yeah. That's the difference between fucking with Hove and, no disrespect, fucking with Boosie. That is why Gucci is not, and this is no disrespect to Gucci, no shots at Gucci, but that's why Gucci is not mainstream, and that's why Jeezy is mainstream.
Your mentality has to change. Gucci is not mainstream. Gucci has never sold more than 100,000 copies of any CD he's ever made. Bro, Gucci 124 is what the most he sold. If you add up all the Gucci fucking CDs, he sold Jeezy's first album, and that's mixtapes included. So record labels don't want. Now listen what I'm about to say. record labels do not want to keep fucking with people who's just all about this bullshit. That's why a lot of these motherfuckers is falling on the wayside.
Can I say something?
You can say whatever you want, man.
Gucci Mane has been with his own record label ever since he came out. He left.
It's not a major.
He left Big Cat Records.
It's not a major.
It don't matter.
None of those are major.
You know what? Jeezy has been with major labels, and he should be the boss. His CTE group never hit after his one album.
But at the end of the day, the difference between being mainstream and just being in the culture is like having your stuff played a lot on like a GCI versus a Power. See, a Power play a lot of underground and independent stuff, where GCI play a lot of mainstream shit.
These are Chicago stations, everybody who don't know what we're talking about.
Gucci Mane didn't really need all of that. He's still getting 100% of his earnings. So
that's all fair. That is all fair. But I'm just explaining the difference between mainstream and doing your own thing.
Yeah. Let me explain the difference between independent and what Gucci is. If you're independent, you own your masters. Gucci does not own his masters.
What the hell do you mean he don't own his masters? He
don't own his masters. The producers that produced that shit on Gucci. Gucci don't own his masters.
Gucci owns his masters, man. Did you do
your research? Gucci does not own his masters. Dude, Gucci does not own his masters.
I want you to show me what you researched on Gucci.
I will show you the research. When we get done with this, I'm gonna send it to you. Gucci does not own his masters. And even if he owned his masters, Gucci shit isn't played anywhere mainstream to own your masters.
So Gucci's first album sold 127,000. The second album sold 165,000.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next album sold 10,000, 30,000, 15,000. Mm-hmm. Then he got another one that sold 175,000, then 20,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gucci first CD went 2 times platinum. That's 2 million copies.
And he has never been number one on the charts.
So that's the difference, man. The difference is when you're around certain people, and here's my thing, and it's not a shot at Gucci, but when you're around certain people, you grow at a different rate. Jeezy's hanging around Jay-Z's, and he's hanging around fucking
Gucci.
He's hanging around John. He's hanging around Puff Daddies, but he's hanging around these big wigs, and he's seeing how to move, man. And that's why he's saying he's not the same dude that he was. You can't be a street motherfucker forever, man. You got to grow up.
This my thing. I'll fuck with both of them equally. So I
ain't gonna lie, Ronnie. You gave me a lot of respect for Gucci. No stunt. When we did that little battle, you know what? I got a lot of respect for Gucci after that battle. I'm not gonna start.
What I was pissed off in that battle was in the battle that they actually did, he wasn't playing none of his good shit. He was playing all just breaking out Gucci. He wasn't playing none of the shit that made him infamous or famous or such. He was just playing a bunch of garbage. To me, he played a lot of garbage.
I mean, like, Gucci is a hood classic.
Yeah,
he's a hood classic.
I felt like "I'm a Dog" was a good one. That was one of his bangers back in the day, but that was something that he shouldn't have played. And "Heavy," these was 2 songs that I didn't play against Lil G. I knew they was hot, but they wasn't going to work with the verses. He played "Heavy," he played "I'm a Dog," and then he played "Got the Bag." That was a shot at the dog. I didn't know he was going to do that, but yeah, he shouldn't have played that goddamn. To me, he shouldn't have played that diss battle, that diss song.
He shouldn't have, because what that did was, to me, that brought up a lot of old shit that didn't need to be brought up.
Yeah,
because you got to think, you killed this man. This man got a son. He has a son, and his son got to hear about this bullshit. So now you made him a meme.
But with that being said, from what I understand, there's 2 sets of people on that whole situation. There's people that say he shouldn't have played it with disrespect, and there's another side that said he had to play that to get that off his chest. So what y'all think about that?
It's been over 20 years.
I don't think he should have played it, but he did.
That's
You know
why
what I'm
he
saying?
didn't
And maybe
play.
it was. Maybe he did need to get that off his chest because he obviously was the aggressor in that situation.
That's why
You
I
know
was
what I'm
telling.
saying?
That's why I was telling. That's what I was trying to tell old buddy the other day. Gucci was not trying to win that versus.
No,
He was
he was
trying
trying
to.
to make a point.
Yeah, he was trying to beat Gucci the whole time. He wasn't trying.
And my thing is,
And
he could have played those songs, but he didn't have to say what he said because, like I said, this man got a son, so now they send a message to his son, and now his son like, oh, when I see 30, I'm gonna rob him. Now 30, and did you hear? Hold on, did y'all hear this shit with his son? But the exchange between Pookie's son,
I
Pookie
didn't
Loke's
watch
son,
it.
and
I
30.
didn't even watch it. I seen it.
Okay,
It hit my radar.
Hold on,
so Pookie Loke's son said, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, fuck Jeezy because he should have said something. Fuck Gucci because what he did. He said, when I see 30, I'm going to rob his ass. 30 said, well, if you rob me, I'm going to go ahead and reunite you with your pops. You ain't got to worry about missing them no more.
Wow.
That shit out of bounds.
Hold on. So he dissed Jeezy and Gucci?
He dissed Jeezy, Gucci, and one of Gucci artists. And Gucci artist said, if you come at me, I'm going to go ahead and make sure you meet your father. You ain't got to miss him no more. That's disrespectful as shit. So Gucci, to me, Gucci could have played the song without saying anything.
Yeah. But I guess Gucci wanted to play that. He felt it in his heart to play that.
I mean, he could have played it. And this is my thing. If he wanted to play it, he could have played it, but he didn't have to add that extra shit.
yeah, because the one YouTuber video that I just watched before we got into the set, he said that he felt like Gucci whole purpose of doing the verses was just to shit on Jeezy.
That was just to play that song. Yeah. I would have felt a little bit more comfortable playing the disc one, the first one he played. That's the one I felt comfortable with playing. Round one versus Jeezy. But this nigga gonna come and play the goddamn other one. That was, to me, that was a forbidden track to me.
So like, Jeezy got over 5 million sold, which is
which album is that? Because
no, that's collectively.
Yeah, or 5 million. Yeah, I mean that's right because I mean think about it. When he did the first battle,
what's the name? Barely got. I don't even think he hit 500,000.
He hit 500,000.
Yeah, that because
I think maybe
that because Gucci music is simply boring. It's straight for the hood, like the hoodest of the hoodest nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I see
and
in Gucci.
And post Gucci, you know, he's kind of getting that. He kind of like got that hood, mainstream feel to it a little bit. Where Jeezy from day one was hood mainstream, like period. Like his shit was hood classic, but it was good to go to the mainstream, to go to the masses. And that's the difference between the Gucci and Jeezy, because you know you can sell Jeezy sound a lot better than you can sell Gucci sound. True. Not to say Gucci not to say Gucci is not good. It's just the way it sounded and the way it packaged.
It's not that.
I think what held Gucci back was Gucci. I think Gucci, if you listen to him, Gucci still has that. He still has that mentality he had at 20 and you almost 40. Yeah, if he would have grew up a little younger or quicker, he would have been a mainstream dude. I think he could have been a mainstream guy.
Yeah, a lot of people cut him off, and T.I. was
one about his business.
T.I. was one of the dudes that cut him off because Charlamagne said that he's the boogeyman of rap, and he just a big ass bully, man. Like,
and then Gucci, and then another difference between it's like Gucci when he rap and he talk about stuff, it's like almost kind of promoting the bullshit. Where when Jeezy rapped, he rapped about the same shit, but it was also like a lesson to like what we had to go through to get to this.
Yeah,
and
it was
y'all shouldn't be and nobody should have to make these type of decisions or do that type of shit just to live.
But let's be 100.
But to be honest, okay.
If BMF was still out there doing their thing, Gucci wouldn't have felt that free to talk what he was talking.
Nah, because they fuck with Jeezy.
Let's be 100.
Wasn't Jeezy part of that crew?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, he fucked with Meech and all them. Yeah, he fucked with them for real.
Yeah, I heard about that. I think if they was out, Gucci still wouldn't give a fuck because he's Gucci.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
I don't think that dude. Nah, that dude is a.
No, he wouldn't.
He's an asshole, man. Dude is an asshole.
Look, with the way them boys got down and the money they had, shit, no, he wouldn't.
Then to think about it, when I'm thinking about it now, that versus battle, hell, half the beginning of the damn versus battle, shit, I think Jesus stayed on one album. Yeah, he stayed on like one album. He stayed on like one album on his ass.
He did the same thing I did. Shit, it's on the real.
I mean, because it was almost like you kind of really didn't need to go away from that album.
And it was just that's exactly what I told Ronnie is that Jeezy have a whole album he can use for the fucking battle. He can use his whole first album just by itself.
When that nigga chuckled and said, well, I guess I'm staying 05, man. He hit another banger. I'm like, God damn. Come on, Gucci, you gotta play something better than this.
And then Gucci gonna make the comment, man, play something current, play something now. Like, why you playing all that old shit? Nigga, this is a battle.
Yeah, because Gucci though his old shit could stand the test of time. And like his new shit, like that I'm So Fly, it's gonna stay timeless way past all that other shit that he dropped before all of that. Like Gucci now has tracks that can stand the test of time, but pre-jail Gucci, it was like it just aged horribly. So it's like
let's be 100.
Well,
Jeezy can't even play his best songs. Imagine if Jay-Z, imagine if he played any of them songs, like if he really went Get Throwed and all that other shit. Yo, Gucci would have been out there early.
I mean, he did play the joint with Jay,
but he didn't play like he waited though. If he'd have played that shit at the beginning, I Do, Get Throwed, all that shit at the beginning, yo. Come on, man.
Yeah. I still say it was a decent battle though, but
it was.
No, it was a decent battle.
I think it was. If Gucci would have, just like I said, he should have had some better people in his corner, especially Zaytoven. Zaytoven could have picked up a whole slew of good songs of Gucci's, man. And I think Gucci was just going off of just trying to be an asshole. That I'm a dog joint. Come on, man. Really?
Here's the difference, though. Here's the difference. It was like you and G. Jeezy already had what he was going to play. He already knew these was going to be points. Gucci was reacting to what Jeezy played, and you can't go in there with that mind state. You got to have a game plan.
Well, that's how I ended up doing the battle, though. I went in there with a game plan, but ended up doing reaction off of where Ronnie was playing.
Yeah, so he did reverse Jeezy.
But you got to have a game plan, though. If you look at where Jeezy at and you're Gucci, you have to have a game plan. Because you already know this motherfucker has like radio hits. He has major hits. So I got to react to what this motherfucker doing. That's how I got to do it.
And then
you
Gucci,
got Holiday there.
Not Gucci, Jeezy, he had his shit set up to where he had like speeches and shit before the track dropped.
But he took it serious. Gucci just went there on a simple fact that in the middle of that battle, he was gonna drop the truth.
This is my thing. When I looked at that shit, that whole thing to me was just promotion.
Yeah.
I'm dropping trap.
Jeezy went into this for promotion. And then I realized they both was dropping the album. So then I'm like, oh, they both went into this promotion.
I mean, pretty much for the most part, a lot of these artists that do have new music are doing that. Because if you look back at the fucking Luda and Nelly, Luda had new tracks. So since Nelly was having internet problems, he was dropping new tracks. He was talking to Tim like, Tim, can I drop that track? Tim in the comments like, go ahead.
But this is my thing though. I looked on there.
Why not use it?
Hold up, Tim as in Timbaland?
Yeah.
Timbaland did his shit?
Yeah. One of those new tracks he had, Tim did.
He said he wasn't done with it though. He said he still had some mixing to do on it.
Oh, you were saying Tim as in getting permission from Tim. Tim wasn't doing his DJ shit.
Right.
Yeah,
Tim. It's Tim and Swiss shit though. They own verses, so
no. I thought he was saying Tim was doing his DJ shit. He was just saying that he was asking Tim, can he drop that? Can he get that preview? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he was asking Tim for permission to drop that new track that they was working on. And Tim gave him the permission to play a little bit.
Yeah, like,
and
why not?
then Tim came back like, all right, that's enough. He's like, oh, Tim said that's enough. So
That's
he
some
cut the track.
exclusive ass shit right there.
To be honest, I'd have rather did Ludacris and Lil Wayne.
Ooh. No.
Yeah. They both lyrically crazy, nigga. I'm just saying, Ludacris and Nelly to me, nothing against Nelly, but he's been out of game for a while.
I can understand.
But Nelly's song placement sucked. Song placement is very important.
I can understand what you mean by the Luda and Lil Wayne thing, but the Luda and Nelly thing had to happen simply because they came in the game at the same time and they was literally each other like rivals and shit. Like not like to no beef shit. They was like at their rival.
Wasn't Shorty in between both of them? Shorty
Low?
Nah, Chingy.
Yeah, Chingy started with Nelly and then went to Ludacris.
Right. Okay.
But Nelly and Chingy, Nelly and Luda had to happen, just like Jeezy and Gucci had to happen. Those are two battles that had to happen exactly that way. It couldn't have been no other way.
The only person Lil Wayne can battle was Eminem. Because that's that best rapper alive shit. That's that they was coming up. They were both looked at as the top lyricists in the game. They were each other's competition.
Can I
be honest with you?
Can we see 3 Stacks and Lupe?
The one thing I hate about Eminem,
I would love that.
Too country.
But I so think Andre won't win.
That's a good battle though.
The one thing I hate about Eminem. This is what you hate
about Eminem, but
this what deter me away from him is
his voice.
No, it's not even that. It's his singles be so goofy and too.
Oh, you one of those? All right, shut the fuck up.
Like, how am I supposed to take it? How am I supposed to take it?
And you take everybody else's music, you listen to the album, and you see what they got.
Ronnie, he makes a lot of shit that I can't relate to, but lyrically, dude, you can't.
Even though his funny ass.
I don't have no. Hey, his lyrics is not.
Hold up. Let me. Hold up. I gotta stop for 1 second because you just based some shit on something that only happened on his first 3 albums.
That's why
the first album was "Hi, My Name Is." Guess what? That wasn't his first single, asshole.
I hate that song.
His first single was "Cancerous." So when I guess you wouldn't want to answer this if I responded back with a battle rap he wrote for Cannabis. That was his first single. It was a really ass song, nigga. But his second album, they only wanted him. They forced him to make that. If you ever knew the history of how that second, I'm Slim Shady, the real Slim Shady, he made his whole album. And that they didn't have a song like that, so they kept trying to force him to make it. He got mad and ended up making that song "I Am." That right there was what happened. Then after all of that, he finally made the song that they wanted him to make. That's why it's the only one on the album. Just like "Hi, My Name Is," it's the only one on that album. Motherfucker, you are basing this shit and ass like that. That song that he came out on his third album with, that wasn't no corny song. That shit was funny as hell. And the shit was banging. He talking about bitches. Like, so you basing what you're talking about off of 2 fucking songs. You shut the fuck up and go back to Mississippi with that.
Ronnie, come on. Look, Ronnie.
You are old enough, G, and you have had to hear enough of Eminem's lyrical ability to not think that about him or to use that as an excuse against him.
Shout out to Music to Be Murdered By, one of the best albums lately. I still kind of listen to that once a day. So I just want to put that out there. Music to Be Murdered By.
I want to apologize for the ledge. That shit went too far. That went almost culturally inappropriate right there. I want to apologize for Ronnie.
So y'all just gonna ignore the fact that this white boy was wearing a do-rag getting awards.
And
how many white people wore do-rags? I mean, like, you saying, like, he's the only white person that wear do-rags.
Like, what? That's a bad thing?
Just like he didn't want to make that damn song, he didn't have to dress black like that. He the do-rag.
That's hip-hop. There's plenty of Asians that dress like that. Like, that type of shit don't bother me. Like, I don't give a fuck how you dress. Like he grew up in Detroit, one of the blackest cities. Why wouldn't he dress like that?
Even the Beastie Boys dressed hip hop, and the Beastie Boys they did their own version of
no
that.
fucking white friends.
It's one thing if he grew up in Naperville and dressed like that.
Right now, I'm trolling y'all right now.
Shit.
All right, but look, let's go back to my original comment. Lupe and 3 Stacks.
That wasn't your original comment, but
I want that battle.
And
I want that battle.
Andre will dust his ass.
Dude, don't no.
Andre will probably win, but he's not gonna dust his ass now.
No, he ain't gonna dust him, G.
He ain't gonna dust him.
But he's gonna win.
Is that because he's a Chicago native?
No, because do you listen to Lupe?
Oh no, he listens to Soulja Boy. He can't possibly like somebody like Lupe.
Hold on, no, run it.
Come on. Can we not go there? Can we not go there?
You're not going there. Ronnie, this is an honest question, Ronnie.
Shout out to Soulja Boy. We got this new joint out called Stove, man. Y'all need to go check that joint out.
No, we ain't listening to that. Hey, Ronnie, this is an honest question.
Ronnie, you are real low.
Yeah, you are.
Do you listen to Lupe? Yeah, you are. Ronnie, do you listen to Lupe?
Hell yeah, I don't.
He lying. Yeah, I hear you.
That album, if you ever heard the Cool, you'll be like, yo, Andre will probably win, but Andre is not gonna dust this motherfucker. You crazy?
You know what I'm finna do? I'm finna listen to Lupe. How many albums he got out?
I don't know. At least 6.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, he got a few out. Hey, I'll tell you what. If you could take Andre and I'll take Lupe, and I guarantee you wouldn't. You might win, but you wouldn't dust me.
Man, I don't really listen to Andre either.
What the fuck? Okay. So anyway, G,
back to me.
So we talking about.
I could do Andre.
You would. I guarantee if I put up Lupe, it wouldn't be a dust. It wouldn't be a blowout.
It probably would.
Hey,
you crazy.
I'm just saying I'm not gonna judge that battle because I'm fucking both of them, and that's a hard fucking decision.
Hey, we're not in this.
It's a hard decision, but you're crazy.
Not in this to judge it. We're only in this to do it. Shit.
You're crazy.
Because,
the people judge.
That's a hard ass fact. Like you put up. What's that time one off of Idlewild? Chronotomology. Like that up against motherfucking some shit like
dumb it down.
Like how am I supposed to pick? That shit is how the fuck am I supposed to pick?
Lupe, how your ass sitting in the corner with a dictionary and shit. Keep on pressing the rewind button. What is he talking about?
Look,
shit,
like Lupe,
Andre got you rethinking the meaning of life and shit.
Lupe got a line. He said it's hard being a Lupe fan. Go to Harvard to be a Lupe fan. I'm not saying that it's harder. It's just harder when it's in Lupe hands. What the fuck?
Gee, Ronnie, look, I can understand if you don't like him after you listen to him, but listen to him, please.
I'm gonna listen
because
on everything.
I'm not saying 3 Stacks is gonna lose, but it's not. He's not gonna dust.
Hey, Ronnie.
I heard some Lupe recent shit. He was like all righteous and political at that time, and I was like,
he's always been political.
That happened like a couple of albums ago that went hardcore, but you can go all the way back to the 1st and 15th with the opening fucking speech. He's always had that in him, even when he was still hood. He had that in him.
Yeah, he's always dropped jewels on you.
Yeah, and just to put it into
shit.
Just to put a little context to it, your boy Local Hero was kind of iffy about him until I forced him to listen to the fucking CD.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Now he campaigning for the nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. The kick push was cool, but I was like, man, I can't relate to this shit. Man, when I heard that cool, I was like, what the fuck? Oh yeah.
Nah. For me, I think it was like American Terrorist. That was one of them. And then it was the one about the dude that got killed. He did a part 1 and a part 2. The prequel was on part 2 when he come back alive and shit and all of that type of shit. And then Hip Hop Saved My Life. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That shit was ridiculous, Joe.
Both of these dudes, let's not get it twisted. Both of these dudes are storytellers.
Yeah.
But for you to say that 3 Stacks would dust Lupe, no. 3 Stacks
beat him.
3 Stacks would probably win, but he's not dusting Lupe.
Well, on a serious note, how come every time they be promoting these apps that make you look like a Simpson character, and then when you download it, it don't be number shit ass filters?
I don't even know what the fuck you talking
Because
about.
you shouldn't be downloading it.
Come on.
Anyway, yo, Ronnie.
Yeah.
So you down with that, Ronnie? You down with the battle, man?
I can do it.
You got 3 stacks.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I'm just gonna let it be known to everybody that's listening to this shit. This motherfucker over here need to get the fuck tossed off the ledge. Like I didn't agree to fucking do this battle with him. He just took it away from me like I'm some little bitch or some shit.
Oh,
and
no,
I'm just trying to let y'all know
that battle. You got the Outcast battle.
That shit
Hold on,
right
first of all,
there.
you got the first
Right
battle.
here.
You got the first. You got the first battle.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, right. Nah, nigga, we talked about both battles, nigga.
Hey, how about this? How about you?
Damn, somebody sound a little butthurt right there.
Because I was about to start doing my research and shit.
Hey, let's G do 3 stacks. Let's G through.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
And let me be the judge. I want to judge.
How you gonna judge? Well, technically he will be the judge.
Yeah, so I'd rather just listen to him.
I want to know who gonna find somebody to go at Eminem with me. Of course, I got Eminem. Who gonna find like
unless you give me Tech 9. Unless you give me Tech 9, I'm not going at M with anybody.
G.
You wouldn't take Wayne and M?
G.
No.
G.
I need Tech 9 or Jay-Z.
Cut it out, G. Cut it out, G. Cut it out, G.
I need Tech 9.
Cut it out, G. We're not finna sit up here and have the Battle of the Titans, the War of the Gods, okay?
Yes,
cut it out.
if anybody can do the Wayne, can do Wayne.
G.
Can no more Wayne than all of us.
Eminem, I kind of think Tech 9 would win.
Look here. Wayne is the shit.
But do Wayne.
I will not partake in any battle that includes Eminem versus Lil Wayne.
Unless you give me Tech 9 or Hove, man, I'm not going to Eminem with nobody else.
Lil Wayne, I'm sorry. Let me put this in the context for you. Lil Wayne only has one song that really charted throughout his whole career.
You lying, G. You lying.
I promise you.
Lollipop didn't chart?
That's the one. Lollipop is the only number one chart song that Lil Wayne has in his whole arsenal. And I learned that when Lollipop came out.
What about Fireman? Fireman didn't shoot up. That was my favorite.
That charted, but it didn't go as high as Lollipop. Like I think that shit was still like on the low end of the charts.
Wow.
Like Lil Wayne had some hits, but he didn't have no one like you cannot think of like a memorable household song that anybody would know from Lil Wayne. You just can't find
not White America. Not White America. No, not White America.
And that's the only problem.
What about damn, I can't think of it now. But that wouldn't count though, because Wayne was featured in it though. It was
the Carter 3 as an album charted at number 1 in the US.
Yeah. I'm talking about singles. I'm talking about singles.
And I Am Not a Human Being charted at number 1.
Like his album sold well, but I don't think he have too many Billboard 100 hits, as you would probably think he should. Like I think he should have more, but I don't think he have that many. Because
when we set up this battle,
is his biggest song ever.
When you think about it, yeah, I can see that. G, I'm ready whenever, man. Whenever you want to set up the battle, we're going ahead and promote it.
All right, here we go.
Should we go live with that battle?
Don't.
I mean, I thought we did.
No, we didn't go live.
He had. Damn, Ken, you are actually more than right. He only had one song to actually chart.
No
number 1 hits and no top 10 hits. and What's Poppin' is the only one that's on here. It's Jack Harlow, the baby. So
yeah, Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow,
but Lollipop did number one, and as big as A Milli was, I don't think that really charted. And that was one of his biggest songs before Lollipop had dropped.
okay, here we go. Damn.
He had a lot.
Okay, right above it charted at number 6. Forever charted at number 8, but that's Drake's song technically. He got some top 10s. This is embarrassing. Lollipop ain't on here, B. Damn.
All right, so yo, what about, like I said,
3 number 1 hits.
G, whenever you ready, man. Whenever you ready for the battle, we can do that.
He had a shitload of music.
We're not doing.
He had a shitload of music, and he only had 3 number 1 hits like that.
I'd rather go Wayne and Jay-Z.
Not taking anything away from none of his music, because a lot of his music I fuck with heavy.
I do.
I think I'm listening to Gossip. Gossip got to be my all-time favorite song from Weezy.
I'd rather go Wayne and Jay-Z or Wayne and Drake before I do Wayne and Eminem.
Wayne and Drake sounds about right. I do
Wayne and Drake, but really? Wayne and Jay-Z, no.
And Wayne
and Eminem, no.
That's 2 different realms of hip-hop right
there. If we do Wayne and Jay-Z, I got Jay.
Nah, we're not doing no Wayne and Jay-Z. No.
So what? Jay-Z can only go at Nas or something.
No, it's like. So I'm sorry. As much as I fuck with Wayne, I don't think he's in that realm to be able to fuck with the likes of a Jay-Z, Eminem. He just not there. And he could have been, but he's not there.
And he fuck with Drake?
Yeah, I think he can fuck with Drake. I think he can fuck Drake up.
I mean, you think so?
Yeah.
Let me get Drake then. Hold up. Anybody listen to Drake?
I mean, I don't listen to Drake as much as I used to at the beginning of his career, because I don't fuck with singing Drake.
Like, so Ronnie, y'all don't listen. So all right, I'll take Drake then. This is gonna be interesting as hell.
Like, Drake got some fucking hits that I fuck with to this day, but yeah, I just don't fuck with Drake like that, because I just can't get with that singing shit.
Hey, nigga, me, as far as this Eminem Tech 9 shit, nigga, that's gonna be like, that's gonna take a while, G. So we gonna do it, yeah, but there's gonna be some other shit that's gonna come before that. Cause damn, G, you don't understand how I feel about the whole Tech 9 and M shit, G. That shit. Tech 9 got the ability to win, especially if I do Tech 9, because I think I know Tech 9 better than everybody else, but I also know Eminem better than everybody else. So shit. Damn.
So how about you pick both the lists then?
You verse yourself.
How about you pick both the lists then?
That's gonna be like playing chess against myself, G. I always win that room. And I don't want to call it a stalemate. It's just that because I know the move the other person made, and I know what the other motherfucker thinking, I know what to do to counteract it. And because I know what he's going to counteract, I kind of know which move I need to make over here.
None of that matters. Yeah. None of that matters because you're not the judge.
Mr. Loverman.
No, y'all just made it because Tech 9
Mr. Ugly Man
got more music than Eminem.
So whoever you play, it don't matter. Whatever songs you play don't matter because you won't be the judge.
Oh, y'all niggas crazy, but yeah.
I got Lupe. I'm gonna go hard with Lupe, man. I think Lupe. I'm gonna try to help Lupe win, man.
Damn, look at Aaron growing up, man. I had to damn near twist his fucking arm, bargain his ass to listen to a Chicago rapper, but he wanted a fucking down south rapper CD that he ended up chunking out the window. And didn't even want to support his own fellow Chicago native. And now he's champion this nigga.
Oh, so you was pulling a me back in the day?
Hell yeah, he wanted that Birdman CD over fucking Lupe the Cool.
Ew. Birdman? You was fucking with Birdman like that?
No, I heard the singles. The single,
Yeah,
that $100 million.
that $100 million just sold him on that album.
What happened to that boy?
And then I heard the rest of it, and I was like, nah, this shit ain't it.
I think
you know what?
I can make Lil Wayne.
About 4 months ago, I got the whole discography for Cash Money, and that Birdman album was the first one to get deleted. I didn't even want to look for that one song and take it out. I said, "Fuck the whole album."
Great motherfucking choice.
I had to take that one out, bro. That it kept coming up in my feed. I'm like, this shit is trash.
Hey, I swear to God, that was the biggest turnaround I ever seen. Like, he left my house. Within 15 minutes, he was calling my phone like, nigga, I just threw that Birdman CD in on the damn Ryan.
That's 95th, man. Right there by the red line. That shit right there on 95th. I frisbeed that shit. Anybody want that shit? It's on 95th. Right there at the red line stop, the last stop.
I'm pretty sure when the next person that found it probably just toss it over on the train tracks and let that get hit right quick.
Probably burnt that motherfucker.
Hey, that boy, he called me. He was talking about how awesome that Lupe album was. I like, you listen to Birdman? Yeah, he said, yeah. I was like, what you think about it? He like, man, I threw that shit on 95th.
Because I was trying to throw it on the train. I ain't gonna even stunt. I was trying to throw it right on the track. But I was in the middle lane, so it didn't make it to the tracks.
He said he was trying to get it on the third rail.
Yeah, I was in the middle lane, so it didn't make it.
Hey, Ken, they were talking about bringing back those Marvel shows that y'all canceled off of Netflix.
You talking about like the Luke Cage and Daredevil and all that?
Yeah, they talking about bringing
Luke Cage.
I hope they bring back Punisher, man.
No. Punisher is he's supposed to get into the MCU, and what they saying, they don't even know like if it's gonna be the same characters and shit if they bring them back, because they're not even sure if they're gonna reboot these series or not. So we might not be looking at the same thing that we was already looking at.
That's gonna fuck up everything.
No, they're fixing everything. Because
there was nothing wrong with it.
You're misunderstanding when I say that. So, all right, the MCU was the MCU, and it seemed like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was connected to the MCU, but it actually wasn't. And neither was those 4 shows. They wasn't connected to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and they were not connected to the MCU. Now, all TV shows will be connected to the MCU, period.
Gotcha.
So they have to figure out, how to.
Because what y'all didn't know was they actually got like a spinoff of Luke Cage.
It's called The Defenders.
Yeah, I know about
we know. We watched it.
It was one season of that shit.
Right.
For real?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
That shit's been over with for like 2 years, right?
Yeah, they were talking. They literally just said it this morning. They were talking about bringing back the shows back to Netflix because a lot of people was complaining about that shit.
Oh, I mean, bringing them back to Netflix is not the same. That's just bringing the shows that was used to be there back.
No, they still there on Netflix. No, they talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
making
picking
new
back
seasons of them.
Yeah. Damn.
I don't know, because if the MCU got control, if Disney has control of those characters, they're gonna be on Disney Plus, and I'm not gonna say I doubt that they will release it to Netflix, but it's less of a benefit. So it really depends on whether Fox own those characters or whether Disney own those characters.
No, it depends on. It really depends on how much Disney would make by putting them back on Netflix.
They would make
Netflix would have to pay them so much
with them being there. Shit.
To be honest with you, I don't really give a fuck about the Jessica, whoever the fuck that is. I ain't know what you.
Jessica Jones, is it?
Yeah, I mean,
that's the part of the motherfuckers.
I'm good.
Why?
Her show was okay.
It was decent.
It wasn't nothing to go. Yeah, it wasn't nothing to go crazy over, but it was a good series.
It was a good introduction to that.
Yeah, I think it was the weaker one. But no, I take that back. Iron Fist was the weaker one. That was the second weakest one, right before Iron Fist.
Because what I was going to do was I was going to skip Iron Fist and Jessica Jones and go to the Defenders, and that was just going to catch me up.
Oh no, that's not going to catch you up at all.
Right now I'm watching.
My thing is this: you at least have to watch Jessica Jones long enough to see the Luke Cage introduction and what he do there, and then jump straight over to Luke Cage show, and then I will watch
Daredevil. Like
but I watched Daredevil first.
Together though, didn't they? Yeah, they had the joints together. They all came together.
Yeah, the Defender. Yeah, the Defenders was
the thing was, I tried to watch Iron Fist and it just didn't go well. I did get through almost the first episode though.
My thing is, you already know me. Once I start something, I gotta finish it. So yeah, I finished Iron Fist. Was it worth it? Not really. But you know me, I just got to think about finishing things that I start. So that's that. But Luke Cage was the best one to me. Then it was Daredevil. Then it was the Punisher. And then Jessica Jones, and then Iron Fist. I'm not even gonna put Defenders in there because that's all of them except for the Punisher.
See, and that's the one I never watched was the Punisher.
I don't know why you didn't watch the Punisher. That is the shit, dude. Nigga, you are doing yourself a very big disservice by not watching the Punisher.
You didn't watch the Punisher?
Nah.
Man, you need your dick whooped.
You barely made it through one episode of the Iron Fist, but you didn't watch the Punisher?
For one, this is actually when I learned that the Punisher was even a part of Marvel.
So, okay, well now that we got this all now that we got this all understood, you need to turn on the Punisher and watch this shit.
By the time I found out about all that shit, it's like I was no longer interested in watching them.
Look here, you gonna have interest in watching the Punisher. Especially with your type of mentality. Watch the Punisher.
This is overall base because I just look at him as a bike ride and shoot 'em up person.
Now I'm looking
he's an ex-military motherfucker that family got murdered.
Hey, I'm looking at the Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil, and this nigga didn't watch Punisher.
Yeah.
Out of all people, he didn't watch the Punisher.
I had no reason to. You don't get it. By the time I found out that was a part of Marvel, I never knew Punisher was a part of Marvel. I just found out like a year ago. Right. Over a year ago, I stopped watching all of these shows.
And those after
all of that.
And that Punisher movie that came out was the shit too.
I never watched that.
I seen one of the last Punisher movies I seen. The motherfucker was on a chandelier upside down, spinning around, shooting up a whole motherfucking room. That Punisher was sick. It was on Punisher, and it was a word behind it. I don't remember what that word was.
Yeah, that was the Punisher movie. The Punisher TV show is also just as dope as that movie.
Let me go to this damn movie because I never watched that movie, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I used to watch the Dolph Lundgren Punisher, and I seen that Punisher, but it's still a Punisher that I never seen. I don't remember which one it was, but I know it's Punisher. Huh?
Dolph Lundgren had a Punisher.
He was the original Punisher movie was Dolph Lundgren, like in the 90s or the early 90s or some shit.
It was the 80s, late 80s.
Yeah,
late 80s. Okay, this was around the same time Rocky IV was out.
Yeah, and he fucked the Punisher movie up just like he did He-Man.
Oh my god, dude!
Don't talk about He-Man.
Oh shit, y'all is crazy,
nigga. Fucking Rocky IV was his best. That's because he ain't say shit. And then the Expendables.
Damn.
Because I'm sorry, He-Man was supposed to be the dopest movie of that time, and it was not. It was hard to watch.
Set the tone right there.
Yeah.
Man, gee,
so you got 2004 when the Punisher movie came out. You got 2008 when Punisher Warzone came out.
That's the one. Punisher Warzone. That's the one I'm saying.
Those two Punisher movies was good. I think Warzone was better, but yeah, you should check out those two Punisher movies as well as the Punisher TV show. G, I know you've seen the movies already, but you gotta watch the Netflix TV show.
So, what is the Punisher dirty laundry?
Say what?
He said, "What's his dirty laundry?" Well, he said he ex-military whose family got killed.
It's a movie.
Like, what's his point? What is his point?
Well, he kind of like he's like a extreme vigilante, and then if I remember correctly, it's like he was trying to lead a normal life, but people kept hunting him down to the point where he went on a full assault and like just retaliated, like fucking just snapped.
I don't think you know about
he's not special enough for me. Like, he ain't got no powers.
He don't need powers. He got the power of killing the shit out of motherfuckers.
Now, I hear you, G. I hear you, but that's the reason.
And that's the type of shit you be on. Just like you told me to watch Last Man Standing, you need to watch The Punisher. That's all you need to know. It's a Marvel version of Last Man Standing.
That nigga, G, that nigga, everybody died, G. That nigga killed everybody.
Did Dolph Lundgren play The Punisher in 1989?
Damn, yeah, that sounded about right.
Yeah, that's the one I don't want to see. I'm sorry about that.
Hey,
you just want to see the one that came out in 2004 and 2008. Those are the ones you want to see.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that on nobody to watch that Punisher. I mean, I enjoyed it as a kid. I was 9 years old, and he was riding around on a bike shooting people. And yeah.
Yeah, and then here you go talking about he ain't special enough.
Yeah, but I was 9. It's like now the only shit that be interest me is powers. Shit.
The power of shooting the shit out of a motherfucker in a whole entire room of other motherfuckers.
You know who I got for that? I got Batman for that.
Yeah, but Batman ain't killing nobody. He just fucking knocking niggas out. This nigga killing niggas, exploding shit up
like that. We cannot support that, man. People killing people, that is not the way to go.
I mean, even
in real life. In real life, that's beautiful logic for real life. We talking about movies right now.
And Batman's superpower is he rich.
Yep,
he a rich white man.
Batman is probably the only person without a superpower that I fuck with, though.
When I was young, I didn't want no parts of Batman, but as I'm old, I'm like, okay, this nigga is kind of dope.
I was young, I couldn't see nobody being colder than Batman. Now I look at him like he's mediocre because of people like Ben dude that played Batman last.
Ben Affleck?
Yeah, him.
And dude that
if we can just get endless Batman movies of Christian Bale's, everything will be okay.
The Dark Knight is where I leave my Batman right there, because that's how I like to remember Batman. And so far, that's like how I like to remember the Joker. Now, I like this Joker that just did this movie, but that's how I like to remember the Joker. Like that.
So you don't want to see Suicide Squad Joker?
I'm dying to see it, but I'm just scared because of what happened with the last Suicide Squad Joker.
I would like them to redo or make a better version of Green Lantern.
I hear they're supposed to be making a TV show for him.
Wow, man, that went.
They were supposed to do Jamie Foxx is on Jon Stewart, but I guess that's over with now. He's gonna be the Black Green Lantern.
Shit, he's what's in the MCU show.
Yeah, they bringing him back as Electro in the MCU.
So I mean that contract, I don't know how many movie contract he signed. So, but
he's more of a movie villain. So he might have like a 1, maybe 2 movie contract. It's only the superheroes. It's only the heroes that have them long ass contracts. And that's how it all went down.
You ever watch this animated Avengers Confidential with Black Widow and Punisher?
That wouldn't be an anime.
It is.
That would be a cartoon.
It is kind of cartoony.
You know the
Yeah.
right.
On that note, is there anything y'all wants to discuss before we get about this motherfucker?
Oh man, I'm finna make some leftover stew. I'm finna sit down and watch you guys.
What the fuck we were supposed to? It was something else. We had another subject. We got caught up.
No, we have another subject. No, we didn't.
Yeah, we actually did, motherfucker.
No, we didn't.
I mean, like we talked about the 3 subjects that I was aware of.
Okay.
Because we talked about all these rappers getting shot. We talked about the politics, and we talked about the verses. Those are the only things that I was aware of at the top of the show.
Told you.
Maybe it was something you wanted to talk about and you didn't know.
Nah, I thought
Make
it was
the
something
rest of us aware.
Touching on up in the messages.
Oh, y'all touching on stuff in the messages?
Yeah, sometimes we touch on
Little
stuff.
Freak. Because he's a very freaky boy. Don't take him on the mama.
Why not?
Let's see.
First you get some brains, then you get a number. But yo. All right, so if there's anything else left, we're going to get up out of here. I am your host, Ken Bro. Got the usual suspects. Say what?
Talk about that bitch ass dude from Silver Spoon. Who's paying?
Oh, shit.
Man,
Y'all Rittenhouse.
Fuck that nigga. We getting up out of here. That's for another motherfucking show. We do that for another fucking show. Now let me finish. Anyway, about to close this show out. All right, we up out of this motherfucker. Until next time, I am your host, Ken Bro, and I have the usual suspects with me as usual. World 2 Country, the local hero, and that's Sir G Wayne. And we're out of this motherfucker until next time. Peace.